Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rethink Madness Moments with your host, Coach Tanisha Carroll. And this is Mommy and Me on Assignment. So grateful to have you here today. I am Coach Tanisha Carroll, music therapy expert, assignment coach, and I coach moms of tween daughters how to navigate their relationship with humility and grace, to resolve conflict due to communication disparities, lack of understanding of their individual collective assignment, to rethink madness using music therapy, biblical principles, and clarity to get you on assignment. And so I am so glad to have you here and to be here with you. And also I have some amazing guests. As you know, this month we have been talking to my illustrious co-authors and coaches who have launched a business, amazing coaching businesses in only 90 days, utilizing the business, all things business builder program created by the founder, Coach Doreen, Lettsome, Reid, and the Confident Woman. And so I am grateful to have Coach Doreen along with Coach Jeanine and Coach Marie here to talk with you today about their platform and about who they are. And so I want you to welcome them in. We're going to give everybody an opportunity to share the broadcast, and we just want to welcome you. We want to thank you as we rethink madness. Remember, that's what we're talking about. And so usually on Tuesdays, we will recap our clubhouse, which is held on Monday evenings at 7 p.m. in the Confident Woman Incubator Clubhouse. So if you did not get an opportunity to be with us yesterday, you definitely want to go back and experience that, because we talked about a really interesting song, And I Am Telling You, by the wonderful Jennifer Holliday. And so you want to go and have that, just experience that about desperation and fulfillment and where we find that. So today we're taking a little shift because we're talking with our co-authors. So I want to give you an opportunity, ladies, to introduce yourself and give a brief introduction to your platform. And so we'll start with Coach Jeanine. Why don't you tell us, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you so much, Coach Tanisha, for your platform. And thank you for Coach Doreen. She's been amazing since we partnered together. My name is Coach Jeanine. I'm here in Dallas. I'm so glad to be here today. I'm the founder of With You Solution and also founder of Umoja Mag, which is an online magazine that we are serving global leaders who are ready to bring the business global. And I'm so glad to be part of this movement, I call it, because for each, I can't wait for you guys to read all these chapters for this amazing group of women and men who are really bringing all these changes and who are helping you to be able to do your assignments. So that's an amazing platform. I'm so glad today we are here talking about that, and I'm glad to be here today.
Thank you so much, Coach Jeanine. Coach Marie.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for having me, Coach Tanisha, Coach Jeanine, and Coach Doreen. I am Marie McKenzie, rape kit expert, advocate, sexual assault nurse examiner, and registered nurse. I provide confident, compassionate, confidential coaching through the rape kit process in each state of the USA to help victims overcome the thought of being traumatized a second time, positioning them as powerful self-advocates instead of becoming emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically shut in. You don't have to be a shut in. Thank you, Coach Tanisha.
Powerful, powerful. So Coach Marie, I want to start with you. You know, you're talking about this rape kit expert. I mean, this is such a It's not something that I've ever heard anyone talk about. So when we talk about the fact that we are participating in this book, Are You Lit? Leaders Intentionally Trailblazing, this is definitely trailblazing because it's not something that I have ever heard about experiencing to help walk someone through this rape kit as they are, if they are in need of it. And it's a very something that you are very cautious, to even speak of, because you don't know the level of things that people have been through when they've experienced this type of trauma. So will you just talk a little bit about what a woman, like, how does she come in contact with this need? We understand why she needs it, but in order to come into your program and, how would she connect with you, and how would she even know that she really needs your help?
Thank you for asking. Sexual violence is one of the most heinous things a human can do to another. The statistics is just amazing. Every 6 to 8 seconds in the US, someone is sexually assaulted, and every 9 minutes that victim is a child. While some victims are able to get help immediately to heal and to get justice, others become overwhelmed. They just close the curtains and become depressed, physically, mentally, emotionally, and physically. But it doesn't have to be that way. I'm here to help them walk through the process, just help them to gain their voice back. Sometimes they don't even know what it's really that happened to them, because unless they're physically raped, not everyone knows that what happened to them is a sexual assault. So that's one of the first processes, to call it what it is, identify what happened to me, how it affected my whole system, because your mind, body, and spirit are all connected. So when you're overwhelmed in one area, you may be overwhelmed in others. So I walk them through the process. We go through healing scriptures, resources, and everything that can help them get unstuck.
Wow. Wow, the fact that I love that you said, call it what it is. Sometimes we, want to say something, call something that it's really not, or, give it a name that doesn't really describe the impact of what happened. And so calling it what it is, and I truly believe that is such a power to walk in healing, is to be able to identify, as you said, and to walk through that. What an amazing platform that you have created through this Business Builder program. Coach Jeanine, will you tell us a little bit more about your program and who you service?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Coach Tanisha. So who have been called to serve definitely is our global leaders. And our platform, we always work with business owners and entrepreneurs who are really ready to build the business global, but in particular, we help them in an area where they can be able to build that team, so because I know it can be overwhelmed when you go to another country, and when you go just to a different place where you are not familiar with, you need a team with you. So that's why we are here. I usually call that we are your accountability partner, that we are definitely making sure that you having all the strategy and the tools to be able to be successful and to have a global presence. So that's what we do. It's a consulting services that we do offer, and we help people to negotiate contracts and different things in different countries.
Wow. What an amazing thing. I mean, going into new countries, that is truly new territory. It's not necessarily something that we immediately consider, but now that we have the internet and we have these different platforms to be able to connect with people beyond where we are right now, and it's such a powerful thing for you to be able to make those connections. And how do people know that they are in need of your services, and then how can they connect with you to obtain them?
Thank you. So the one way that we work with business leaders and entrepreneurs is that it actually through referral, because people who have gone through our program and those are the one who refer us to others. So I really don't do really a lot of marketing in that sense, but because people just referring us, it's really people who we have worked with in the past. And before even making sure that you are a great fit for our business, we do have an assessment. So for each company that we committed to work with you, we have an assessment. And another thing that we have another platform that we just gonna launch our online e-magazine. It's called Umoja Mag. Umoja Mag, which is really a platform magazine where we're gonna be really encouraging and highlight those stories of people who are bringing the changes. So people who are making and really making sure that they're bringing solution on the table, and it will be featuring in 4 languages.
Wow, 4 languages.
Yes.
Oh, wow, congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you, thanks.
That is
and Coach
amazing.
Doreen, she's really been a supporter since day one. So I'm so
Mhm.
excited. And many of you ladies, we hope that you can be able to be part of it.
Yes, that's wonderful. I
Yes.
mean, to be able to help someone get outside of, when it comes to business, you're looking at things in, you start where you are, which
Yes.
may be where you live, it might be the city, the state, and then you begin to look at how can I have a greater impact, expand my reach. And so someone like you is really pivotal in helping businesses, the right businesses, to expand their reach. Coach Marie and Coach Jeanine, tell me about your experience with this business builder program hosted by Coach Doreen, and then we're going to give Coach Doreen a chance to talk.
Okay, Coach Doreen, as I said, it's next level. From day one, when I encountered her, she had this vision when I introduced myself, like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And we progressed through the stages, and 90 days later, here I am launching my business. And the way she envisioned it, she's God sent. She's God sent. This is a woman in a mission for God. So as we call, we're kingdompreneurs. And I'm very grateful for the kingdom building woman of God, Dr.
Yes.
Reid.
What about you, Coach Jeanine?
I'm sorry.
Oh, tell me about your experience in the Business Builder program.
Yes. So, I just wanted to say 2 years ago when I met Coach Doreen, to me, just like what Coach Marie said, she's really got sick. It was really a divine connection, the way we connect. And today we are making history together. She's the type of leader where you definitely know for sure that she's on a mission. I think I was sharing on another podcast where 23 years ago, God told me that He's going to be using me in this country as Prophet Ezekiel. And I always kept that word with me, but I never really know what that really meant. And since I met Coach Doreen, slowly that vision really, really take place. Each time that we start talking, it's like we really, our vision intertwine. And when I explained to her about what I'm doing and what she's doing, I did not even hesitate to jump on and to be able to be part of this. So definitely to me, it's a divine connection. And it's just the beginning, just the beginning.
Just the beginning. Wonderful. So, Coach Doreen, we're going to bring you in. Tell me how you feel about these wonderful coaches that are launching their business and different aspects of their business after going through the business, all things business builder program. And so how do you feel about these businesses that are launching right now, these 10 businesses?
Well, thank you, Coach Tanisha, and thank you to all the other coaches on the platform. And I say that we're just getting started. We are literally just getting started. As Coach Jeanine alluded to, she and I have been working together in collaboration for the last 2 years. So for all things business builder, for her is a little different because my platform is global. Obviously, her platform is global. And when we met 2 years ago, we decided to merge our platforms. She had already told me, now it's public, before it was not public, that she was going to launch on M.A.D.D.N.E.S.S. And so Unlock What's Inside You magazine is in collaboration with M.A.D.D.N.E.S.S. So we will be helping release those that are in the magazine to 4 different languages. And in the midst of that, those that are coaching with me will instantly become global. So in addition to all of the other platforms that I have, that it instantly puts you as an international coach or international speaker, this is going to just take your brand, your business and brand to another level, because you're going to be able to come in and literally speak the language of those that you're called to serve. And you don't know that you're called to serve them yet until you do what? Clarify the mission and message. They don't know your mission and message yet because there's a communication disparity. Well, we have eliminated that. So in Europe, Coach Jeanine has a team on the ground where you can literally have in-person events in Europe. So she and I will be looking into that, servicing those that want to have in-person events in Europe, in-person events in Africa, in-person events in different parts of the world. She already has the capacity and the team there to be able to bring that into fruition. So when we say all things business, we are literally simply with the essence of that word, and the power of that word is exactly what we mean. When we say unlock what's inside you to a global effect, that's exactly what we're doing. And I do that with collaboration with Coach Jeanine and others that I collaborate with. It's always best, and I always teach this in All Things Business Builder platform, is that we must complete and not compete. We can get to we have to understand, as my mentor says, Dr. Sidney Trim, we are in position and condition in the earth to bankroll the kingdom. Let me say that again. We are to be in position and condition to bankroll the kingdom. $2 is not going to get it. So when we see Samaritan Purse going around the world, we know that Operation Christmas Child is being launched as we speak. We know Campbell's have to go out to reach these children. We know airplanes have to reach these children, boats, river boats, all different forms of transportation. It takes money to bankroll the kingdom to make sure that these children are exposed to the gospel.
Yeah.
And that's what the essence of being a kingdompreneur is all about. It's not about buying your Gucci. It's not about buying your Louis Vuitton. It's not about all of these things. It's about bankrolling the kingdom. So when I seek ye first the kingdom, then everything else that I just mentioned is added to you. And so this is a different perspective. Now, as far as Coach Marie's platform, when I met her, she's absolutely correct. I think within 2 minutes, God showed me the plain vision. I saw it just as plain as I'm sitting here today. That's how God uses me. And he wants us to understand that these women are to be empowered to become their self-advocate. We can no longer not speak about this topic about rape kit, because there's too many women in America being affected by this by the second.
Right.
By the second. So we know there's 60 seconds in a minute. That's just mind blowing that is even going on. And a lot of it is going on because we're not talking about it. Now, we just started talking about it in a different way with the Me Too platform, which is a little bit more a different messaging. But I told Coach Marie, I said, if you're going to work with me, we're just going to lay it straight out and tell people exactly what we're doing, tell the people exactly what we're saying. This message is going to be very straightforward and bold, because it has to be dealt with in that manner. We are not going to position ourselves to aid the forces of darkness in any way, shape, or form. Our job is to pull these women out of the shut-in condition, just as Tamar was. Tamar, 2,000 years ago, she was a shut-in woman. She was raped brutally in King David's household. All of this rape is in the Bible. We have numerous rapes going on in the Bible. We have numerous ways of how God dealt with it and how he preserved his covenant with these women to ensure that they were well supplied. Remember, God is not a man. So he does things higher and on a different level. And a lot of these women are blaming God when over 2,000 years ago, he provided laws and statutes and commandments already to preserve your life. And so it's part of our job to shatter these misconceptions, draw these women out of the shut-in condition, and position them and empower them as a self-advocate. That is my job, to make sure that Coach Marie, Coach Jeanine, yourself, and those that work with me in the All Things Business Builder, is that we are really advancing God's kingdom in all things business. That is my job. And I'm thankful that God chose me to do that in this capacity. God has, gifted me with the gift to raise up confident Christian women coaches. And in this particular program, we even have a gentleman's perspective, which has been very unique to all of us. So that kind of like sums up how I feel. But to be honest, we're just getting started. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, yes, I have in full agreement, and I have no doubt that we are just getting started. And I know that you ladies are excited, and I am as well, because, and the phrase that has been used over and over again is divine connection. And that is what it's about. It is about connecting in a way that only God could do it. And therefore, all of our confidence is in him to perform it and not in ourselves. And so, ladies, I want to thank you for being here for this conversation, Rethink Madness Moments. I want to give you just about another minute or so to tell people how they can connect with you, how they can follow you on social media, or if there's any other, thing you would like to say about your platform, you can say it at this time. Coach Jeanine, we'll start with you.
We can't hear you.
I can't hear you, Coach Jeanine.
Sorry. I just want to say thank you so much, Coach Tanisha. This was wonderful. And also for all these people who've been listening to us, even for the replay, just know that these 10 people, 9 women and 1 gentleman, they're unstoppable. We are unstoppable, and we want you to join the journey by really contacting Dr. Doreen. She can be able to equip you so you can be able also to have, the leadership that you need to be able to really come out with the message that God is really putting inside of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Coach Jeanine. How can people follow you specifically also?
Oh, yes, sorry. They can be able to find me on Facebook through Umoja Global Network, or they can also just look for Coach Jeanine Bunzigiye.
Wonderful, wonderful. Coach Marie?
Good evening, listeners. Thank you, Coach Tanisha. Thank you, Dr. Doreen and Coach Jeanine, for being here today. I may be reached on all social media as Marie McKenzie. My email is marielmckenzie@gmail.com. My website, marielmckenzie.com. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Coach Doreen, how can people stay in contact with you?
So I am on all social media as my name, Doreen Lettsome Reid, and you can feel free to text me or call me individually at 843-910-3927. Open enrollment is going on right now for All Things Business Builder. I am called to work with high-performing Christian coaches 40 and over to develop your specific business blueprint and help you lay that firm foundation so that you can begin the framework and construction of your unique Christian coaching business in only 90 days. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies, so much for being here on Rethink Madness Moments, Mommy and Me on Assignment. I am Coach Tanisha W. Carroll, music therapy expert and assignment coach. Listen, you want to go back and listen to this live and connect with the ladies who are in this, and scroll back through Mommy and Me on Assignment, because we've had some fabulous co-authors come through this month. Coach Angela Taylor Fisher and Dr. Wendy Banks Rose, as well as Dr. Roger Dixon. So we thank you so much for being with us today, and we look forward to seeing you next Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you for joining us. Have an amazing day.